We were in a meeting together. That was the first time that I ever met him.
Actually, the first time I ever saw her, I was walking back from the other officers to my desk, and she was actually kind of, I guess, sitting down, getting some supplies.
And then that's where I met Paul.
And I see her there.
So I thought I'd kind of bring up the conversation. Hey, how are you doing? Like your sweater.
The first thing she says to me is, I like the sweater you're wearing. And she kind of winked and smiled, you know, so it's like even the guys around kind of looked at me and said, well.
He thought I was hitting on him, but I wasn't. I was just trying to make a conversation, but you know.
That was how we first met.
Hold down a girl by your side.
What did you
She's
say?
feeling your pride as you go for a ride. Down the starlight.
We spent a lot of time together after work, during like, you know, just daily walks.
When we were getting ready to leave from our walk, she said something like, oh, gosh, this is pathetic. You know, I don't have a date for my birthday. And I'm like, how many people have dates for their birthdays, you know? So I said, okay, I guess I can take you out for your birthday.
And we started dating.
She's got those incredible dimples. You know, that's hard to resist. Our first date.
Well, we didn't really have a date. We just started hanging out.
We'd always talk about kissing, and she thought it was overrated or something like that. And I said, oh, it's too bad. You know, as you never experienced truly a good kiss. And so, ironically, I forgot who sang the song, but that song, you know, "Kiss Me" came on.
So kiss me.
As I was walking out of the car, I had my shoelaces untied, and I went to tie my shoes. And she kind of grabbed my face and kind of looked me up, and she gave me a kiss. It was a nice kiss. So I guess you could say from there we kind of figured it was official. It was late.
I went over to his house and we were watching a movie.
Sleeping, but kind of, you know, laying down, and
I kind of leaned over and he looked like he was asleep and I had to leave.
she was getting ready to leave, and I think she thought I was asleep.
I just kind of leaned over and was like, bye, I'm leaving. And he was just kind of, you know, he still looked like he was sleeping, so I thought it was safe.
Which I kind of was and wasn't. But when she got up, I kind of woke up, but I kept my eyes closed. And
So I said, okay, I love you. And I just kind of whispered in his ears.
then she whispered, I love you, into my ears. And I kept my eyes closed. I didn't want to kind of like wake up.
I left, and like a couple days after, he's like, did you say something to me the other day?
But that was that.
It was really nice, romantic getaway on the New Year's Eve. We went to Lincoln City.
And I cooked dinner for her, you know, the whole works, candles, fireplace and everything.
Lobster, steak, and shrimp, and everything.
I actually waited till after the stroke of midnight to propose to her.
And the ball dropped at midnight and he didn't do anything. I'm like, great.
I actually lined up a bunch of chocolates that I bought from C's.
So I'm thinking, oh, he brought chocolates. So I'm looking at the chocolates and see if I can see any like shape of ring or anything like that. So I was like, okay. And he sends me this little thinky thing. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe on this one. So I'm thinking, I kind of chew onto it like really carefully. Like, okay, nothing's there. So I ate them all.
And then I had 2 ring boxes. I dipped both of those into chocolate. So I kind of disguised them as bigger chocolates. And it was pretty funny because I got the one that I knew that was empty, and I gave her the one that actually had the ring inside of it.
And he had me these other ones. And there's like big, huge heart-shaped chocolate. And I figured, okay, he's teasing me on this one. And I really thought it was like a marshmallow shaped chocolate. And I bit into it so hard.
She just bit into it, and it sounded like she almost chipped her tooth.
And I'm like, what is this?
It took her a minute or two to kind of realize what was going on, and so she, you know, kept on digging, and finally she found it was ring box.
This must be it.
And that's when she opened up and saw the ring,
And I just started bawling. So he takes me to the fireplace.
I got down on my knees, you know, from the fireplace and asked her to be my wife.
I said yes, of course.
Told her how much I loved her, and
It was just, yeah. it was just most, I think, emotional moment that I have experienced. I think just for most of it, just I just can't imagine myself without him.
I guess right now I really can't imagine, my life without her right now.
I love you, kid.